Sorry, my phone's being slow again. Cool. I kind of want to fix it because it's slightly off center, but I also know it's going to be a pain to do that. So the full screen is visible on the screen. That's all I really care about at the moment. Okay, where's my All right. Yeah, I was back here because I had upgraded stasis. So I had gone to the Woodland Tower, I'd gone to the Lost Woods, and then I upgraded stasis. So I think perhaps what I'll do is I will go down this way, go down through here, and then get these towers down through here. That might be a good idea. All right, so which direction do we want to go now? We want to go down here probably, yeah. We want to go south. You know, let's just work over here. All right, now. We have a lot more stamina now. I think I see a Korok down there. Where is it? I saw like a ring of rocks. I don't see it anymore. Hold on. See if I can hunt this cow here. Suppose I could go down here. I think I'll go this way though. I didn't get the Korok, but I did hunt a cow. Cow successfully hunted. I'll come back later. I did get the Korok mask, so I can do that. But I'm not going to be wearing that right now because full climb gear is very nice to have. I wanted to kill that. Why do I have a friggin' soup ladle in that? Okay, I don't have any good mining weapons right now. I'll just have to come back later with a mining weapon. Well, I'm not gonna come back to mine one rock. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the Spanish dab on. Yeah. Alright. It's a lot longer of a phrase in Spanish. But dude, is there seriously nothing under any of these rocks? I'm gonna grab this shrine over here. I probably should be going for Koroks for the sake of efficiency, but you know. Look how fast you climb. I don't really want to do the Korok mask right now because I like how fast he climbs. Yeah, I knew there was a shrine over here, so I was gonna come this way. And I can also buy some chakras over here. I'm gonna fill it with the soup ladle. Okay, well I'm not gonna finish filling it with the soup ladle. Dude. Well, I'll take that. I can replace my soup ladle with a guardian sword. Dude. Yeah, by the way, sorry about my mood going downhill and me being pissy at the randomizer seed yesterday. Also, in relation to that, oh yeah, I need to be doing compendium stuff. So, in relation to that, it turns out that, yes, the Thieves' Hideout itself is counted as a separate region from Grudo Fortress, which I think is kind of dumb, but, because I asked in the Discord. However, it's kind of like, yeah, it's dumb, but I was just in a really pissy mood. And now I know that for the future, so I will definitely redeem myself. I will do another Pop Sanity Seed in the near future. I know I said I wasn't going to do any more randos for a while, but because I didn't finish that seed, and I can finish it now, but since I spoiled everything, it just wouldn't be that interesting to finish the seed, so I think I would rather just make a new seed. But I'll do that eventually. But I needed a break from it after yesterday. And I'm also just really stressed in general recently. So I'm just trying to not. I'm trying to not be stressed, so it's hard to not be stressed. But so yeah, I got really pissy yesterday about the randomizer stuff, and I feel kind of bad about it because I was not in a good headspace when I did that. So yeah. All right. That's nice. I have to work at 9 tomorrow, so yeah, I was literally up till close to 7 a.m. because I was so stressed out. And I was also talking on Discord with some people about unrelated stuff, and then I got pissy at people on Discord, not my own Discord, don't worry, it was a different Discord, but I was just not in a good mood, and I didn't get pissy at people in the randomizer Discord. Well, I got a little pissy. I guess just generally speaking, I was not in a good mood, and yeah, but again, I don't want to be too harsh on anyone, All right, that shrine is done. At some point, I do want to try to make a speedrun category again. I tried this in the future, but I never completed any runs. But the category would be glitchless, with my own rule set of what counts as glitchless. It would be glitchless, and it would be max stamina, 13 hearts, master sword, all shrines, or not all shrines, all divine beasts, all memories. So it would be true ending. So it's it would be true ending max stamina speedrun with glitchless speedrun. So the idea would be to so when I say max stamina true ending, what I mean is like I would have to it would require me to get max stamina and then get enough hearts to get the Master Sword, basically. That's what it would entail. So that's what that speedrun category would entail. This is, you know, if I ever actually make this a speedrun category. Because there are no glitchless categories because it's like, well, it's too complicated to decide what's a glitch and not. Well, OOT did it. So like, it's annoying in OOT, but I don't know. It's just kind of a weird take. I feel like, I guess optimal links don't count for compendium. I feel like I barely have anything to sell. I mean, I can sell my giant ancient cores, but I'm not doing that. Okay, I can sell these. Aw, damn it. Alright. Okay, from here, I want to go west. I want to find this tower. Oh yeah, all towers would be part of it as well. It would be all towers. It would be like all towers, it wouldn't be all shrines, but it'd be enough shrines to get both. Yeah, we're gonna have to go on a photo deletion spree a bit. Oops. Hello, Mitch. Ooh la la. What do you want?
Oh.
I'm trying to work up the courage to talk to her. No problem or no bridal time? Oh my god. I'm gonna say no problem. By the way, my name is Wobbin. To be honest, I lost my way earlier. I closed my eyes for a minute, and when I opened them, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen was standing before me.
Oh.
At first, I thought I was dreaming, or she was a ghost or something. It's not every day you run into a gorgeous woman in the middle of nowhere. Blue Nightshade? I think I should have that.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
He's so embarrassed. This poor guy. This poor guy cannot have social interactions. Relatable. Or you were a Yika spy. This poor autistic guy. Well, if you're so worried about it, then why don't you give me the money, lady? All right. Oh, speaking of side quests, I just realized we're gonna have to do the fucking message in a bottle quest. Oh my god, I hate that quest so much. That's the worst quest in the game. I'm gonna go to both of those towers. There's like 3 that are lined up. You can see the one all the way in the islands. I think I should maybe glide over there and then try to jump down. Oh wait, Korok. Like, oh wait, Korok is just like this game's equivalent of, look, a squirrel. There's a shrine nearby. Okay, I'll go check that out shortly. I guess it's not a cow, it's a water buffalo. Whatever it is, it's now dead. Like, what in the hell is a water buffalo anyway? It looks like a cow. Is the shrine over here? I think it must be this way. Oh yeah, I should do the Zora quest to get the Zora armor so I can swim in waterfalls. Well, I can't swim in waterfalls right now. Well, I'll do it before I seriously explore this area. I'm mainly just passing through right now. I do want to climb up here though, because that way I'll be able to. Okay. You gonna stand on the? No. Of course you're not gonna stand on the tree. Dang. Okay, that's nice. I don't even think I should attempt climbing this. This is far too steep. Uh-oh. So there's a constant thunderstorm in this area, so this is going to be a problem. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get up here. I don't think I can get up here. But I want to because Shrine. You know what? Like, I'm so happy that Genshin doesn't have a mechanic like this. I've gotten so used to not having to worry about climbing in the rain. Because Genshin is based like that, I guess. Okay, well, let's climb the tree first, and then, wait, hold on. Let's just go this way. I would say I shouldn't be standing in the water during a lightning storm, but at least I took off all the metallic objects that were on me. Cool. Okay. I'm just gonna. Okay, I think I can go out this way. This might be the way to go here. Yeah, but I should make a full route like of all the shrines and stuff for this potential speedrun category that I may or may not ever make. I don't even know what I'd call it. It's like true story, all towers, all stamina, glitchless. Not true story. I mean, true ending. Dude. There might be a cork there. I don't actually know. Oh, the dragon's here. Cool. Oh, I should probably use the updraft to my advantage. That's not good. Hold on. Dude, I wanted to get, okay. What, is there not anything here? Okay, whatever, I guess. Oh, maybe you can, like, launch yourself, but I feel like that would be a bit risky. Hold on. Oh, the rainbow is on your name. I was confused. I thought you were just typing rainbows for some reason. I'm doing as good as I can. Your laptop is only 4 gigabytes of RAM. You forgot how slow it made everything. You also see it as a single 4 gigabyte stick. Is there any way to like increase it? I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know what 4 gigabyte stick means. Think about a second stick to get it up to 8. 8 gigabytes feels like nothing though. Like that feels like, how are you gonna do anything with 8 gigabytes? I'm not a computer guy, so I don't know. But I have to ask, is that like memory? Is that like how much storage it has? Because that seems like that's not great. Because my phone has 64 and is enough. 8 gig is good for basic stuff. Because is that the same thing as storage? Is RAM the same thing as storage? It's memory, not storage? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not a computer guy. How much storage? I'm gonna try to get up this tree, maybe. Okay, so from the tree, 250. Okay, no, that's like a normal. Okay, that's fine. I thought it was only 4 gig of storage, and I was gonna be like, how are you gonna do anything with that? Okay, well, I'm not making it up that way. Oh boy. Okay, back up the tree we go. Yeah, I'm not I wish I knew more about computers, but yeah, I guess if it doesn't have a lot of memory, it would run slowly. Yeah. So what's the laptop for? Because I know you have a desktop or like a PC, right? Convenience? I mean, yeah, fair enough. I know you're just like a PC freak. I'm kidding. PC master race. Splashy splash.
La furia de Revali está preparada cuando la
That's what I was waiting for. Dude. Wow, okay, that was close. Figure that for gaming you could use the Steam Deck more often. Fair enough. So you needed a motherboard for your PC, not your laptop, right? You're not going to use the laptop for gaming. Okay, is this not where the shrine is? Dude, I literally stopped hearing it. Where's the shrine? I thought it was up here. I thought the shrine was up here. Oh. It's just right. Is it up here? Am I gonna have to wait 5 minutes again for that ability to reload? Because I don't think I can climb this. Wait, it's not even raining here. What? I'm so confused. I thought I was in a constant thunderstorm zone. For the PC, yeah. this is a different shrine than the one I was thinking of, but I could have sworn. This looks like a Korok over here. Hold on. That's not. Okay, so where's that shrine exactly? Is there one behind the waterfall? Is this what it is? I was thinking of a totally different shrine, by the way. No? Dude, I can't see. Okay, there is one back here, okay. But there is a totally different one I was thinking of, which I'm trying to find as well. This is fine, I'll get this one now, because I'm here already. Oh, what the heck? Oh. Hold on. Oh, I understand. Okay, I get it. Did... If you had the space, you'd be the type of person to buy an old-ass Windows 95/98 laptop for the sole purpose of writing with few distractions. Hold on. So not an optional chest in this shrine? I feel like there should be, right? Oh, it looks like... Oh, no, that's not a chest. It's just the reflection on the wall. No, you can't usually stand on shrine walls, but can I like just? Okay, I can. Okay, I don't think there's anything back here. You bought a 250 gigabit flash drive just in case. Also keep track of it and grip it easily. Brought a Shizuku keychain to attach it to. I just wanted a keychain of a character I like, and Shizuku was the first one to pop in my head. I also plan to get a 16 gigabit flash drive to turn into a boot drive in case anything happens to my laptop. And this one's gonna have a keychain of Senku from Dr. Stone attached to it because science. What is a boot drive? Okay, so where's the optional chest exactly? Wait, hold on. Dude. Dude, why did I fall? Wait. Oh, the chest was here the whole time and I just didn't see it. I'm done. I didn't get the optional chest in one of the shrines because it was too hard. Maybe I'll go back for it someday. Boot drive that contains Windows Media Creation tool on it for you to install Windows. For whatever reason, your computer turns off, it won't boot, then you can use it to reinstall Windows. You've had to do it before on a laptop you used years ago. You used to have a boot with Windows 10 software on it somewhere, but IDK. I see it. So I have an older laptop, and I don't think my laptop supports Windows 11 because I tried upgrading before and it didn't work. And I know they're forcing everyone to upgrade now, so I'm a little worried because I really can't afford a new laptop right now. I know that's off topic, but it just reminded me of it. Current PC Windows 10 has a anemic CPU that prevents it from being compatible, so it's another reason why you need a new motherboard. Yeah, I can't build compute. Like, this is a laptop. I know nothing about building computers. I know nothing about motherboards. I know nothing about installing that, and I don't think I could do that. So I need to you can't. It's a lot harder to build laptops or customize laptops from what I understand. Probably most likely harder to do that. I don't actually know. But yeah, so I'm just gonna be screwed, I guess. Okay, where does that even spawn? Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna have to come back when we have the Zora armor. Not nearly as familiar. Okay. Well, I don't think I can. I wouldn't trust myself to not screw something up. So. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I mean, to be fair, this MacBook is like 10 years old. The one that I'm using to stream on is like 10 years old, and it's probably not up to date at all, and it still runs, so I can probably keep it going for a while. Don't know anything about Macs. I mean, my laptop with Windows. I'm just saying you can probably run a thing on outdated software for a while before it completely shits the bed. I don't either. The MacBook was given to me years ago by a relative. Where did the second one spawn? I don't know. I can't see. Oh, it's down there. I don't like hard rain because I can't see when it's raining. Depends on how solid the OS is. People still use Windows XP. I mean, I imagine Windows 10 is somewhat stable from what I understand. So I'm not that worried. Did my bow break or something? Oh, it did. Okay. I'm not that worried right now. Oh, I should not have a metal bow out because it's gonna be an issue. But I mean, I'll probably have to get a new laptop to use anyway for other reasons. Who knows? But yeah, once this Mac dies, I'm screwed because then I can use my other laptop too. I finally got the webcam fixed on my other laptop, so I can use my other laptop for webcam, but OLT randomizer is going to be tricky. Okay, where's the next shrine exactly? So it's over here. So it is over here. But where over here exactly? We already got the shrine behind the waterfall. Where's this other shrine that supposedly... Where's this other shrine that supposedly exists? I mean, it's not down here. Dude? Also don't have a map, so that's not... Wait, where's my weapon? Hello? Okay, yeah, I don't have a map, so it's not that helpful, I guess. I could try to, like... It's stable, just kind of bloated, yeah. Yeah, I'm like the least tech-savvy person on the planet. Oh, that was just fire from the lightning strike. Okay, so where is this shrine exactly? I still don't know. There's probably a bar puzzle over. I need to not get too distracted on the course. Okay, so it's up here. I don't know how I'm gonna get up here. Because I was trying to do that before and I couldn't. I'm gonna have to wait for the thing to recharge, and I really don't want to do that, man. Okay. So I tried going around, and then no, I think this is a different area anyway. I'm gonna try going around on this side. That guy could potentially be a problem. I'm gonna jump across. We're gonna hope that we can get out here. What is this? Chest? More free shit? I'll take it. Okay. Okay. Coming over here because I need a way to get up. Once that Wizrobe notices me, I'm gonna be slightly screwed. Okay, I can climb up this thing, but I can't actually get to the... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to actually get to... I should have started the Zora quest. Maybe it would have been worth doing that just to climb up here. Yeah, there's no way I'm climbing up this. This is not happening. I really wanted this shrine, but even with Gale, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh boy. Okay. There has to be some other way to go around. That's the okay. So that's the shrine I just got. So how, dude? There's absolutely no way I'm getting up here. Okay. You know what? I can't see. I do not like the heavy rain effect because I literally can't see. It's so bad. But I guess that would also be true in real life. But okay. Dude, everything's water. Another shrine? There's shrines everywhere, I swear. Okay, right now, okay, I don't want to fall down here. I want to go back up because, okay, I'm going to go this way and see if that works for me here. Oh yeah, I will want to go to Akala at some point because travel medallion, yeah. Ooh, that's like a rare ore as well. I still don't have any mining weapons, dude. I'm just gonna have to use this. I don't really want to use that on. Well, it's worth it because it's a diamond, so it's worth it for that. I do want to go to the stable, but I didn't want to go there yet. I wanted to go to the tower. Okay, so the tower's over there, so it's gonna be annoying to get to the tower. But let me go to the stable first because I know there's a shrine here. And there is a quest here I can do. Did I ever get a picture of these guys? I didn't know. Goofy ass looking guys. Okay. Oh. Is there not a way to get across it? Dude. Oh yeah, we can get across this easily. It's not easy to do on horseback, but on foot it's easy because you can just kind of glide. I'll just have to come back for another other shrine later, I guess. Is there a lake? I guess there is a lake here. Beetles here as well. Is that NPC? Is that other NPC only here during the day or what? Well, thanks, Dinral. Or not Dinral. Other dragon, Barash. That's not a good bow, but like, no, I'm not gonna take it. I'll leave it. It must be that NPC isn't here at night. Okay, so the shrine is back here. I know there's like a bombable wall. Hold on. Nothing there. There we go. Hold on. I don't have a picture of Hyrule Herb yet? That's crazy. Maybe the vibrant TV setting is actually to my detriment. Who knows? I still feel like I can't see. Okay. I'll mess around with that in a second. Can I make these exist? Yes. Dude. Why is this hard? There we go. What? That's not the button I meant to press. Oh my god. That was the power button. Luckily, the Switch, has handheld mode, so it shouldn't be an issue. Come on. Hello? It's taking 6 years to boot back up. Okay. I was trying to mess around with the colors, and I pressed the power button by accident. Wait, did that turn my Switch off? What the hell? Why is it giving me no signal, dude? I didn't turn the Switch 2 off. I turned the TV off. Bro. Okay. I don't know why turning the TV off turned everything off. But that just happened. Okay, luckily it okay, now no, I want picture mode and I want to scroll down these and then no, that goes back. And then how do we adjust the sorry, I don't know how to do this. No. Man, I wish the games themselves had display settings, and I wish the Switch 2 itself had display settings. I have no idea what picture means in this context. Like, okay, so it's like blurriness, I guess. Ooh, holy cow. Oh my god, that's crazy. And then if we take it down, it'll become black and white. Is that what it does? Oh my god, that's actually crazy. You can make it more green, or you can make it more blue. It's funny. Let's just put it on warm tone, yeah. Because warm colors are easier on the eyes, generally speaking. Oh, it's a free shot. Okay, I'm surprised. Is there a fire nearby? Yes, there is. Dude, my ear. This is unrelated. Warm is blue light? I thought warm was red light. Oh, blue light filter? So it filters blue light out. Yeah, I think so. My ears are super congested. I know that's random. That has nothing to do with anything, but my ears feel really weird. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Does that NPC only come out in thunderstorms or what? Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the info, buddy. I'm looking for a quest. Oh, of course. Speaking of it, I should probably set the blue light filter on my laptop. Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of like if I'm straining my eyes to see. Yeah, that's the one. So there's a quest. There's an NPC who wants me to give them that axe. I know that. Or not even give it to them, just remove it from. Are you the person? Yeah, you're the person who does it. Yep, that's it. I knew. That's what I wanted. All right, now from here. Okay, from here, we want to go to the tower. Yeah, 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. Yeah, well, it's a TV. I'm not resetting it every time. There's no way to set it time-based, so I'm just going to keep it on this setting for right now. So because so my overhead lights in my apartment will glare on the screen when I'm using webcam. So I have to turn them off and only rely on this corner lamp. So I'm sitting in the dark with a lamp in the corner. So I tend to strain my eyes a lot while streaming. So that's why I figured I'd rather be straining my eyes at warm light than cold light. Your computer, you don't have any TVs that have timed options. Yeah, I'm sure there are smart TVs that do, but this is not a smart TV. Yeah. I think I have one on my laptop also. I have it on my phone too. Because I'm on my phone all the time. So yeah. Wait, hold on, what was that? Keys? Oh, it didn't work. This is that guy. So yeah, I don't really know what he's weak to. Because the fire and ice ones can be one-shotted. He's not really weak to anything, but we can just kind of do that. Yeah, my family has like a 70-inch smart TV, and the cat, hold on. The cat was like being dumb, and one time when they were gone, right, the cat was being dumb, and I put a nature video on to like try to entertain the cat. Or not a video, but like one of those live streams. One of those like 24/7. Are you kidding me? 24/7 YouTube live streams, and I had to turn it off because the cat jumped up, and I was afraid she would break the TV. She would knock the TV off. And I did not want to. I don't know how expensive that TV was, but I did not want to be on the hook for it. So, all right. Yeah, that was kind of a funny story of cats just not having a care in the world. I'm like, no, we can watch K-pop videos instead. No more nature videos for you, dumbass. Okay, so from here, I see a couple of shrines I can potentially go to. There have been times where I'd sleep to a 10-hour loop of the song Hallo Gallo by Miu, or either Brian Eno's The Big Ship or 1-1. Nice. I remember this one time I was like low-key having panic attack when I was younger. Basically, I was at the hospital. So my mom was at the hospital for a treatment, and she had to go to a different hospital for a different appointment. And my aunt was there visiting, and you should just get Brian Eno's Ambient 1 music for Airport's album on CD and let it play on loop while you sleep. Yeah, nice. But anyway, so basically, I do really want to get that shrine with the rubber armor, but I'll come back later when I can go up waterfalls. So from here, yeah, I'm just going to head towards that other tower, and I'll get whatever shrine is most convenient. But yeah, I was just saying the story. Okay, so so we were at the hospital, and my aunt had a rental car. She had flown in, and she couldn't find her rental car. So we're walking around the parking garage for like 15 minutes looking for a car, and it was a little freaky because I don't really like parking garages. They make me uncomfortable. I guess it's like the liminality of them. I don't know. But I basically Korak, where is he? Korak! I saw him. Where'd he go? But I remember I was like freaking out by the time I got to the car. By the time we finally found the car, I needed to calm down. And I remember listening to Strawberry Fields Forever on loop for a good few loops while driving to the next appointment. Okay, so there's a shrine over here, apparently. I don't see it, but I hear it. It's this way? Yes. This way? Aha, found it. Pumagnite. I love these shrine names. They're so funny. You used to listen to, among other things, 30 Second to Mars, How Beautiful Lie. People back then people liked 30 Seconds to Mars, but it's so funny because there's a lot of screaming and a lot of Jared Little's voice in general. I don't actually want this item, I'm just It was also the deluxe edition, so there was a cover of Björk's Hunter. Oh lord. That sounds like it wouldn't be good. In all disclosure, I've never listened to 30 Seconds to Mars, but still. He changes the line how Scandinavian of me to how American of me. Oh god. That's not. No. Yo, what the fuck? I hate that so much. That sounds horrible. Also, when's the song that added lyric of you just didn't know me? Well, I guess we didn't know him. Sorry. Okay, where is the friggin' tower, dude? Where, is it this way? I don't know, I can't see. Okay, we got Big Tree over here. Oh, someone's dying over here. Let's deal with that real quick. Destroying trees with reckless abandon. You knew it before Björk. You knew it years before you knew who Björk was. I feel sorry for you. I'm gonna get those mushrooms. I want those. Oh, that's mud. I thought that was water. I couldn't tell. And surprisingly, Björk is a better singer than Jared Leto. Oh my god. Dude, get out of the friggin' mud. Dude, no. You like just be normal for once, like. This is like a very good rushroom spot. I should remember to come back here if I need more. I know there's like one dude who like has a side quest where he wants you to give him 55 rushrooms. So I'll be keeping that in mind, I suppose. That's probably a Korok. That being said, the kill off that album is genuinely good song. They have that going for them. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bam.
La furia de Revali está preparada cuando la necesites.
The bullet in the valley, something necessitas. Spanish Rivali scale is interesting. Where is that other Korok I just saw there? Buddy? Kind of grew out of them around 2017. Right before the America album cycle. Yeah, I've honestly never listened to that band, but I just know they're hated. But just thinking of any dumb American covering Björk is not something I would necessarily be on board with. Well, I assume he's he's obviously American because he said the line. Dude, there are so many rushrooms over here. Dude, that's rude. Mushrooms and normal mushrooms as well. This is like Mushroom Central. So yeah, if you had to farm materials the way you're doing Genshin, this would be like... So I've actually been thinking about what I would want from Breath of the Wild 3 or the next 3D Zelda in general. You kind of stopped listening to Evanescence around that time, but you have much more respect and appreciation for them than 30 Seconds to Mars. I saw Evanescence. I saw them live in 2019. That was my first real concert that wasn't Christian festivals. I know Evanescence is like sort of a Christian band, but not actually a Christian band. So like, dude, yeah. So I was gonna. Oh yeah. So I've been thinking about next 3D Zelda and what I want from the next 3D Zelda. And something that I think the game really needs is like a skill tree or like some way to like upgrade abilities using materials you find in the world. Because a lot of the time the stuff you find in the world outside of like cooking and like upgrading armor is not very useful. And I think No, that's totally fair. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know. If you were from Christian circles, it's direct and it's safe to listen to, you know. But okay. Flyleaf is a sort of though. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm like, in terms of how I want them to handle weapons. Oh, so what I was saying is that one of the criticism I have of something like Tears of the Kingdom is like it feels like the game. It feels like the game is like after a while there's just not much use to like farm materials and kill enemies. There's like no incentive to kill enemies after a while because like outside of like armor upgrades which need like very specific materials, there's nothing to really do with your materials, right? So exploration gets really dull because there's no real incentive to explore and find materials in the world and kill enemies and stuff after you do most of the main progression. So I want something like a Genshin style weapon system. Obviously not gacha. Zelda would never be gacha, just because of how Nintendo makes games. But I'm not saying Nintendo wouldn't make gacha game spin-offs for like phones or whatever. They did gacha for like Mario Kart Tour, but I'm talking about like mainline console games. They're not going to be gacha. But I kind of want them to do like some sort of system where like you can maybe craft weapon. I know you can fuse weapons in tiers. I know you can like, but like maybe go a step farther and be able to craft weapons via like using materials you find in the world. Like you have to get like a blueprint for the weapon, and then you have to find a certain number. This is like Genshin crafting weapons, right? You have to get a certain number of material. You have to find a blueprint first, and then you have to find a certain number of materials to craft the weapon to be able to craft it. And then you can craft as many as you want. There could be like a refinement system like how Genshin has. Make the weapons, not breakable, but like you can exchange them for other weapons, or you can use low-level weapons to level up your higher-level weapons. So you still have an incentive to like pick up low-level weapons. So you can find like low-level weapons in the world, but you can and in chests and stuff. But in order to get better weapons, you can like craft them and then use the XP from your lower-level weapons to craft into higher-level weapons, and you can use your XP from one weapon to craft a different weapon. So you can't break they don't break in the normal sense, but you can like destroy them. Like don't get me wrong, I don't hate weapon durability, but I think there needs to be a more of an incentive to explore, and I think craftable weapons would be a great way to do that. Something very similar to the Genshin craftable system, just without the gacha element of, being able to get weapons through gacha. Obviously, that's not gonna happen, but something in that regard. It sounds like a logical next step. Yeah, and then because I mean, tiers let you make weapons by like fusing stuff onto them. But you're only ever gonna need like one of that enemy part. You're not gonna need like lots of them. So it'd be cool to like have a full crafting system. I think some sort of skill tree would also be good, where you can use like Koroks or something to upgrade your skills. Use like some sort of collectible in the world to like upgrade your skills. Like, okay, you can get a faster run speed, and then maybe have like, maybe you can unlock certain combat skills via like a skill tree, and then you can upgrade them. Like Sonic Frontiers of all games has a skill tree, and that's like a pseudo open world. I mean, it's more Mario Odyssey than Breath of the Wild is, and there's like different islands with linear levels within them, but still. Sonic Frontiers was like trying very hard to be Breath of the Wild, but Sonic. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I don't like Sonic Frontiers very much from what I've played, but like having some sort of skill tree just makes sense. Hold on. Can I use scope in there? I don't think so. When I like Basically, I want there to be more purpose to. Oh, I'll do that quest for the giant horse later. Oh, I forgot to stop by the horse god fountain. Okay, I'll do that later. I want there to be more purpose to collecting materials, and you want to be able to actually use them for crafting and stuff. In terms of dungeon, I actually do think they should either get rid of or greatly reduce the number of shrines in the next game. And don't get me wrong, I like shrines. I do. But it's getting in the way of having engaging dungeon design because there's let's just put all our puzzles in the shrines instead. I don't think that's a good design at all. And yeah, I think that I think Tears of the Kingdom, you had certain instances like Lightning Temple where you could fuse the thing onto your shield and get a mirror shield, and then like with using the mirror shield, you could actually do stuff. Oh, hello. Let's see if I can. I have to stun it. Oh, I have a triple shot bow. I forgot. It's kind of jank. It's kind of jank to do this with triple shot bow. You want to stun him, and then you want to start attacking with like an actual weapon that's not a torch. I want to throw up these bad boys with hearts. So when we actually do unlock the tech lab, we'll be able to use it. I'm gonna use this sword. It's a nice standard ass sword. No cores. He did not drop any cores, unfortunately. But yeah, still want to farm him up for parts. But I think so. So basically, because having actual dungeon items doesn't really make sense in this open world. But the way Tears did it was like in the Lightning Temple, you can fuse the thing onto the shield, get a mirror shield, and then you have to use that to solve puzzles. Fire Temple did this had these mine carts, which that's not a dungeon item, but it is a central mechanic. The interesting thing about that though is that you can skip a lot of it. Oh, my album's full. Okay, I need to deal with that real quick. You can skip a lot of the things by there are certain things that you can select by, how do I phrase it? Would have a nice QOL update if they added the ability to have more than 48 photos, but I digress. Yeah, anyways, basically, so people are not fans of the dungeon style of basically. I mean, I think it's cool as a one-off for the Divine Beasts, but like when Tears is like in some ways a step forward in the right direction, but in other ways not, because it's like, okay, you have to activate 5 terminals. This place is non-linear in that way. I'm not saying dungeons should be completely linear, absolutely not. That would defeat the purpose of puzzles, but because I actually like how open the Water Temple is, for example, in Ocarina of Time, not the Tears of the Kingdom Water Temple. That's just a joke. But like, I like how the Ocarina of Time Water Temple is like, it's not obvious where you need to go. It's not obviously linear. It's like, it is a this guy. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's not alive. All right. It is not obvious. It is not immediately obvious where you need to go, and because of that, it's just kind of like, you know, I like that type of dungeon design. But like, oh, people said, oh, the key dungeons are we can't do key dungeons anymore because it's too easy to like climb the walls and break them and stuff. It's like, well, but not actually, because there are keys in shrines. There are small keys in shrines, and they make the shrine walls unclimbable. So they could do more traditional key dungeons where they just don't make the walls climbable. But I think a way they can like balance it. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. I think a way they can balance it is to I couldn't get my laser out in time, or my shield. I couldn't shoot him in time. So something like the Lightning Temple, but on a larger scale. Honestly, I think the Breath of the Wild idea of like being able to move the dungeon. Wait, where am I? I'm all the way back here. Oh my god. Seriously? I didn't get an autosave that whole time. Anyway, I'm mad. But anyways, some sort of idea of, so I think the way they can balance it is make, so actually like with Breath of the Wild, how something like Vaughnboris is somewhat complex. It has a map that you can move the dungeon in order to do stuff, right? I think that what they could do is like a combination of like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and then like more traditional dungeon design by basically making large dungeons, making them on a larger scale than anything in both of the Breath games. It's funny that I call them the Breath games, but you know what I mean. So I think like something like TOTK Lightning Temple, where it's actually closed off and you can't just cheese it. I mean, I'm sure there are ways to cheese it, but there are ways to cheese OT dungeons too. There are glitches. I mean, it's not a, like, I actually like how, like, because I think having a central dungeon item in closed off dungeons, I like how, like, OT Randomizer, makes the dungeons more open inherently by, like, oh, you might get the dungeon item outside of the dungeon. So I think that's something that they should be trying to achieve. Okay, I guess the worm color palette is really affecting this area. Oh boy. Yeah, but basically more or less, make it something like TOTK Lightning Temple but larger, combined with Vaughnboris mechanics but more complex. So in other words, take an item in the overworld, or take an item that you can create or fuse together in the overworld, and then use it as a dungeon item. Have puzzles revolving around that. And I think there should be ways to bring back certain traditional items, like imagine if you can hook shot every climbable surface in this game. Like if you could just hook shot anywhere, that would be really cool. So like some type of hook shot item that you could create or craft would be really cool. Or it could just be an ability, like how the champion abilities work. Oh yeah, the champion / sage abilities. The way they were implemented in tiers is not great. I think they could afford to you say like always follow you around in tiers, and it's not just press a button and do the thing. I liked how it was implemented in Breath better than how it was implemented in tiers. I think they can just maybe just make certain abilities and then make them. Maybe you could bring back a magic system, use some sort of magic items, or maybe you could just use just do some sort of oh right, okay, we didn't save with the compendium. Let me just save now, because that autosave was really mean to me. Anyways, so it's like the dungeons need to be more enclosed. And we could have some locked doors, like shrines do. I think the dungeons should be like really big shrines. The dungeons should be like big shrines with the keys and stuff, and then have things that use your main abilities. Have things that use your main abilities, but also be like, dude, is he just immune to fire? He's just immune to fire. I mean, I guess he's machinery, so it makes sense. Also, I don't know why I'm gendering the Guardian, but what I'm trying to say here, dude, I'm busy. I couldn't get my shield up because I was using a two-handed weapon. So essentially the idea is that the dungeons need to be larger but more enclosed. Maybe just make them not have climbable walls, and then just like there are ways they can implement it in a way. I think having traditional key dungeons is not the answer, but I think you could implement some key usage like they do in shrines, and they can also just like add in dude. This is so bad. So you could add in some mechanics similar to like Vaughn's, but more complex, where you like I like how okay, in Ocarina of Time you have like a central mechanic like the water temple where you raise and lower the water levels, right? And then in something like Breath of the Wild, you have the central mechanic where you can like change the dungeon itself by flipping it around and stuff. I think they could implement something that's like a more complex version of that. Where's my bow, dude? Okay, barely dodged that. Okay. I know the decayed ones don't drop H, of course, but it's still probably worth farming them for parts regardless. Yeah. But, I guess the general point is that, they need to cater to the fans who want more traditional dungeons. I don't think most people have an issue with the open world. That's not the issue. There are people who beg for traditional Zelda to be back and piss and whine about these games. Okay, there are some people who have an issue with the open world. There are some people who think the open world is too empty. But that's funny to me because, if anything, Tears of the Kingdom's world is too busy. There's too much going on. I prefer the emptier world of Breath of the Wild. Just me hating on Tears again, I guess. That's just what we're doing today. But no, but like, for real, I think that there are arguments to be made. Okay, so I don't even know where the tower is at this point, dude. I've lost sight of what I'm doing here. Essentially, but they need to find, but the people who have problem with open world are the minority. The majority of people who complain about okay, so where's the friggin' thing exactly? The tower, I mean. It's like the majority of people who complain about the games seem to be upset about the dungeon design or the lack of, and I think that's one of the bigger issues with these games in terms of it doesn't feel like Zelda in the sense of how Zelda was so dungeon focused. How Zelda was so dungeon focused for so long, and I think like people get annoyed with that, and I understand it. So it's like I think that they really should try to cater to those fans. But more importantly, where is that tower I was trying to get? I completely lost sight of it. Is it over there? Maybe? I really can't tell. Oh yeah, it must be, because that Guardian is over there. But maybe it is up. Maybe it is up top. Maybe it is up here. I don't know. I don't actually know. I like the blend of Windows logo and the Half-Life logo in your PFP. I was trying to read chat. Okay, I'm back here again. Okay, maybe this means I can actually find the tower. I don't know, dude. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. I cannot be bothered with that Guardian. Okay, the tower's over here. Okay. I don't even know if this is the one I was going for, if this is a different one, but I don't really care. So I was just going the wrong way. Oh my god. You should replay Half-Life 2. It's been a long time. Watched him announce Half-Life 3. I'm kidding. It's gonna be funny when we can't use the GTA 6 meme anymore. Because everyone's been using the "we got so-and-so before GTA 6. I don't know where that shrine is. I'm gonna ignore it for now because I want to get the tower. I am prioritizing tower collection at the moment. Yeah, I won't be going to Gerudo Town for a bit, so... Yeah, the only towns I want to go to quickly are, like, the ones which have quests that were urgent. I'll probably do the Goron stuff next, but... I'm just here to get the towers, honestly. I think I might not have enough stamina. That one jump just cost me everything. I don't have any stamina food, do I? No. Oh, I do. Okay. It's not much, but it's something. Hopefully this is enough. Oh my god, I'm gonna die, even with that. I'm screwed. No! 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 Whatever. Okay, this side is just less steep. But yeah, I have to check when the Genshin update is coming out again. I think it's next week. Because I'll definitely want to be streaming that. I will not be pulling for Skirk, regrettably. I need to be strong-willed and safe for Seat Lolly rerun. Wait, no, that's not even. It's not even it. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. Wait, hold on. Is
La
it these
furia de
two that are
Revali está
weird?
preparada cuando la necesites.
No. No, it's like normal. I don't get it. Wait, hold on. Nah. No. Mm. I don't understand. Like, what? I don't get it. Okay, there's no other stasisable rocks nearby, so I don't think. Okay, we just have to throw them both off the cliff, who knows? That would be a really stupid solution, but I can try it. Most likely nothing will happen. No. That is not what I was supposed to do. Okay, well I guess that wasn't okay. I don't really understand. Okay, so we're getting close.
¡Guau!
You see why I go to Valmetto early. This ability is so good. It's like the best friggin' ability in the game. Easily the best ability in the whole game. No questions there. Oh, it's cold up here. The desktop background is a 1920 x 1080 version of the cover of Swan's Birthing. I edited it to extend to that width. And my laptop background is Shizuku and the bodies of some mafiosos she killed. And she's always giving the most blank expression possible. I love that. Mine are like old Zelda backgrounds from like when Tears of the Kingdom came out. They're like Tears of the Kingdom backgrounds. Alright. I can see the Akala one all the way in the distance. That's crazy. One of the things I love about this map is like how far you can see. I kind of don't like, I mean, honestly, I don't like it, but it's kind of the singing Genshin. You can't see as far because it's like, the map is like not a square. It's like very random. Okay, from here. I think there's a tower like over in here, right? I think. It's really hard to see. So I do think I need to go to that area next. You remember when you got your desktop, you made the background a black background of a tiny Radiohead logo? That's funny. Also based. I should probably get that shrine. I'm not going to. It's out of the. It's very out of the way. Wait, hold on. Korok. Can I make that in time? No. Okay. I'll have to figure out how to make that in time. Yeah, this is the like extreme climbing portion of tower collecting. Yeah, Heber Tower is going to be annoying. I should have gotten it when I was in that region, but I didn't. I'm just going to have to work back over there, I guess. As a kid, you once made a background that consisted of the entire Edison B1 tile set. What? That's kind of funny. Don't ask why, I don't have an answer. Why? I'm going to ask why anyway. I should do like a Genshin. My phone is Genshin background because that is a very good answer. My phone is not on from Genshin, the region, because I want to be annoying and be the only not long lover. I'm kidding, but most hated region for no reason because people are dumb. Do materials show up in the compendium? No. Okay. I currently don't need level 2. I'm gonna need level 2 up here. Okay. Where's my food? Okay. Uh-oh. I'm gonna die. I won't explore any snowy areas until I get snow boots. Which means I'll be sacrificing climbing gear for 2 levels, 2 level cold protection and snow boots, but oh well. I also made it the unknown Pokemon in alphabetical order once as a kid. Unknown isn't a typo, that's the name of the Pokemon. Unknown came in 28 ships, 26 that looked like letters A to Z. I should not have jumped there. I know you said the other day that Pokemon wasn't too engaging for you anymore. And I'm like, yeah, my people. I've just never found Pokemon gameplay interesting, and I feel alone in that. I feel like it's such a beloved series. Yeah, I really have no business being up here with these difficult enemies when I'm like, I have 4 hearts, but I need to. Try to get a better look around here. Ice Choo Choo, hello. Uh-oh. Should not have done that. I forgot I was using a torch as a weapon.
La furia de Revali está preparada cuando la necesites.
Okay, there's a shrine. I'm not particularly. I'm trying to find the tower. I know the Giga hideout is down here, but not concerned with that right now. I'm just trying to find the tower. Did I get the ice piece yet? No, I didn't. Okay. Dude. They're just as annoying as they are in Ocarina of Time. Some things never change. Uh-oh. These guys are not playing around. Oh boy, there's even more enemies that are really dangerous. Dude. Wait. Is that the tower? Or am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. No, that's not a tower. Raya learn what a tower is challenge. I think it's like on this side of the map, is it not? I feel like it is. Like to the left. I could be completely wrong. I could be misremembering where this tower even is. Did I get Wildberry? And no, I didn't. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, when you collect an unknown and show them to a kid in the same town as the runes that have an unknown, they'll give you a seal of the corresponding letter you can put on a Pokeball, and with that you can make it so that when you unleash a Pokemon, it can say things. Oh, I see. Oh, shooting star. I forgot there were shooting stars in this game. I love this game. Oh, there's the tower. I was right. It is over here. I was so right about where this tower was. It's a tower that extends infinitely downward, which is really funny. Well, probably not infinite, but until the... I'll talk to Cast One here. You made your Bibarel say HM slave because Bidoof Bibarel exists as an HM slave for Pokemon used to learn HM's movesets used in the overworld. When they remade Diamond and Pearl, they made it so that you don't have to teach HMs for Pokemon to use them in the overworld. You just have to beat certain gym leaders to unlock certain ones. I see. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so something else they should fix in the next game is make it so that NPCs actually respond to your dialogue. In other words, like in Tears of the Kingdom, one of the biggest problems in Tears of the Kingdom with the story was how, well, first of all, we need to end this war on linear storytelling. You can do linear storytelling in an open world game. Genshin does it. But more important than that, okay, what is going on with the lighting over there? Those shadows are freaking out. But anyways, yeah, I mean, if you're anti-grindy, don't get too deep into gacha games. But, okay, the next tower is going to be in this region, probably. Also in this region. Yeah, we want to go back towards Hyrule, I guess. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was saying the problem is that they tried to do non-linear storytelling. In Breath of the Wild, it works because of the amnesia thing. But in Tears of the Kingdom, it really doesn't work. And they need to not do that next game. They need to do it so that the cutscenes are watched in a certain order, no matter what order you find them in. They also need to do. There's some other things I think they should implement. I'm trying to think exactly. I want to go right. Yes, I want to go right. I want to go north. Primarily, that's the thing right now. Is wanting to go north, but basically the idea is, oh, what are these things? They're weird looking statues. But yeah, I think, oh wow, there's a lot of these. Oh, uh-oh. Am I in the Yuga hideout? Am I actually in the Yuga hideout? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Why did I come down here? I don't want to do Yuga hideout right now. Okay, no, I'm just gonna leave. I am just gonna go back to the tower. As I was saying, or I'll go back to this tower instead. You kept Pokemon mechanics and all Pokemon in your party You remember when people were complaining about the remakes were too easy, but you were okay with it? They kept later mechanics of the Pokemon in your parties. Some level after the battles. They made Cynthia harder. She's already long been notorious for being the hardest battle. Yeah. Okay, we want to go towards the unmarked areas of the map, which would be back towards here. Yeah, so that's interesting, but I have to wonder. Her opening up with Spirit Tomb isn't as much of a big deal in the remake since fairy types have been introduced after the original Diamond and Pearl, making Spirit Tomb finally have a weakness. I see. But yeah, if you don't like grind, you don't get deep into gacha games. That's my only advice. Okay, there's six towers left. Spiritomb is Ghost Archetype, which had no weaknesses until Fairy types were introduced. I'm gonna die. I am definitely going to die. Oh, but yeah, the other thing they need to do with the story in the next Zelda is they need to make it so that the story itself, so that NPCs respond to you as if you've already been through certain content. Because like how you can ask, "Are you a bird?" when you know he's a bird because you've already done the retail area. Because I already did the retail area, so obviously I know Cass is a bird. But it still gives me the dialogue option to ask me if he's a bird. That's a minor example of it. Tears of the Kingdom with nobody remembering Link is weird. Outside of only main quest characters, but like even prominent side quests just mean nothing in Tears. Or I mean, prominent side quests from Breath of the Wild mean nothing because nobody remembers Link. That's pretty bad. There are some worse things, which is that basically characters act like they're literally like, oh, but they act stupid. Like they act like, oh, but this is like this Zelda's acting weird when you've already like found out that it's not actually Zelda, and it's like NPCs should be intelligent and should be able to respond to what you have or haven't completed in the game. That is a big change I want them to make. You noticed it? Yeah. Like, oh, hello, sir. But that is like a big problem, I think, with the writing. And people give Genshin flack for being bad, like having bad and convoluted storytelling, I guess. I did not mean to do that. I was trying to zoom out the camera, but I guess we're doing this now. But basically, this is what I mean. Like, after a while, you have less incentive to fight enemies like this because, oh, weapons are just dime a dozen, and enemy parts don't do much after a while. So that's kind of why I think they need to implement some sort of crafting system which uses enemy parts, but that's just one of the many things that they should implement. But the storytelling in Tears is really bad. The story itself is fine, but it's the way it's told. The execution is bad. But basically, Never like the trope of evil doppelganger over heroes possessed acting evil or crazy and everyone else not being able to realize. Yeah, that's literally. But like I can understand it at first, but the problem then becomes that once you, Link, already know if you do the Master Sword quest before doing some of the other regional quests, and you already know what happened to Zelda, then the fact that the NPCs can't catch on, the fact that there's no dialogue option to like explain it to them is just so dumb. I really hate. So where's the shrine? Oh, it's down there. I really hate that. It's genuinely terrible, and I just hate. And like I said, I mean, I'm not saying Genshin doesn't have issues with that stuff, but it's a lot. A lot of things are more region specific, so it's a lot less. It's a lot less weird. Also, another thing I don't like is that the world doesn't change when you save it. Like, the save file reverts to before you save the world, which I understand why that is. Because, like, from a mechanical perspective, it could potentially lock you out of certain quests, which require the world to be in ruin. But maybe have a way to, like, load a save from after the game's beaten to see how the world changed, or load a save from before the game's beaten. I don't know. There could be ways to implement it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of how these things were often implemented. And I don't want to act like I just hate Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is an 8 out of 10 game that I fucking hate. That is actually how Tears of the Kingdom is. It's kind of South Park levels of everyone who's an idiot except main characters. What's more accurate to say specifically the adults in South Park? I mean, South Park is supposed to be, like, comedy, so I don't... Like, Zelda is supposed to be serious. That's the issue. And again, I just want to, like, when I say Tears of the Kingdom is an 8 out of 10 game that I fucking hate, I will blame myself for putting my expectations too high. Because Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time. I kind of feel like, in some ways, less is more, and Tears of the Kingdom was trying to do too much. It's like, oh, you can fuse any enemy object onto a weapon. You can go to the sky, you can go to the depths, you can craft anything and use it as a platform and as a mobility device. And like, you can, just every area has caves, there's no more empty open world, and there's shit to do everywhere. It's like, it's if anything, it's overwhelming. It's an ADHD trap. Honestly, less is more with this. And coming to the conclusion, because I have not replayed Breath of the Wild since I played Tears of the Kingdom, and coming to the conclusion that I kind of prefer Breath of the Wild. Now, maybe I'll feel different when I replay Tears of the Kingdom, but like, I'm just coming to the conclusion that I kind of prefer Breath of the Wild, and that is not what I thought would happen. I thought that it's like, oh, it's my favorite game of all time, but bigger and more stuff to do. It must be better. It must become my new favorite game of all time. And I'm just like, it didn't, and that was really disappointing. And I know it's probably my own fault for setting my expectations so high, but it's hard not to when it's a sequel to your favorite game of all time. Like, it's hard, you know? And I wish I had not set my expectations incorrectly, but it's also hard to blame myself for that. So it's like, yes, I think Tears of the Kingdom is a very good game. I've also noticed that I actually was reading a comment earlier where someone was saying that they were noticing that kind of people's opinions of the games seem to kind of be based on which one they played first or which one they spent more time with. Which I think is really interesting because like the idea is like if you only played a little bit of Breath of the Wild or if you never played Breath of the Wild, then Tears of the Kingdom is just like everything. But if you've already put hundreds of hours into Breath of the Wild, then it just doesn't feel as special. And I think that's a big part of it. I think that's a big part of it for me as well. That's how I feel about Tears of the Kingdom. Because I put so much time into it. It's almost like not enough has changed, but too much has changed at the same time, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't, but yeah. I'm just going on about this 8 out of 10 game that I hate. Breath of the Wild is a 10 out of 10 game that I hate. Like, it's not, like, realistically, yes, Tears, I mean, I was gonna say realistically, yes, Tears of the Kingdom is probably better. In terms of pure gameplay, I guess. In terms of story, no. In terms of story and execution, if anything, I could make an argument, even gameplay-wise, I could make an argument that Tears is too convoluted and it's trying to do too much. And that Breath of the Wild is actually the better game. I could make an argument for that. I would not. When I say it's a 10 out of 10 game, should definitely play more Tears of the Kingdom, mostly drawn into the building mechanics. Maybe I'll pick it up after finishing Deltarune. I don't know, I find the building mechanics kind of clunky and annoying personally, but because I'm a Breath of the Wild truther. I'm kidding, but like I don't know, I just feel like I wish I liked Tears more than I do, and maybe I'll change my mind when I replay it. Also, like aesthetically, oh my god, the depths looking the same. Well, it's not just the depths. It's that every shrine looks the same. Every Sky Island looks the same. The surface world is just the same as Breath of the Wild. There is no aesthetic variety in that game. Huge reason why you played Fallout 4 so much despite New Vegas having more interesting characters and world building. Fair enough. But yeah, it's just like what, like, aesthetically speaking, the depths all look the same. It is so low. It is so low. Like, they all look the exact same. And it's just, I hate it. I hate that the depths all look the same. I guess the reason I waited so long to replay Breath of the Wild, what do you want? I had this fear that Tears of the Kingdom would ruin my enjoyment of Breath of the Wild and that I wouldn't be able to enjoy Breath of the Wild again. And that was not true. If anything, it's making me realize I didn't like Tears of the Kingdom as much as I did. And it's kind of like this weird situation, you know, and it sucks, honestly. It sucks to want to love a game more than you do, but it's weird to say I'm disappointed by a game that is genuinely excellent, but that's actually how I feel, and it just, I mean, I'd even reasonably say it's a 9 out of 10 game that I hate, but I still fucking hate it. When I say I hate it, I mean this in like it's kind of a joking way. I mean, I love the game a lot, but like I also just, there are so many things that annoy me about it. Yeah. And that's kind of more or less the issue that I have with those games. I mean, yeah, performance issues were also a thing, and like I'm assuming that's fixed on Switch too. Seems to be for Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom was a game that needed a performance update even more so. So that's good news. So that would definitely, I think, improve my enjoyment of it, but that doesn't change the fact that the aesthetic variety is non-existent. And like playing Genshin has made me realize how badly you need aesthetic variety. Because like Inazuma is purple, that's dope. And I was saying how like every shrine looks the same in like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I prefer the shrine aesthetic of Breath of the Wild to the shrine aesthetic of Tears of the Kingdom. But it would still be really nice if there was some variety. But it's like it's crazy because it's like it's Tears of the Kingdom. It's like, again, I find the aesthetic variety to be more of an issue with Tears because the world is bigger and like the depths all look identical and it's just there's no visual variety in the depths and that's just the worst for me. It's like when you talk about Genshin, it's like, oh, when I was talking about shrines and domains and stuff, like, okay, of course, all the combat domains in Genshin, like where you just farm, the domains where you just farm enemies for like, where you just kill a bunch of enemies in a time limit to get materials. Those domains all look the same, right? That's fine for me because it's like, those domains aren't supposed to be like proper dungeons or like things that you explore. They're just there to farm materials. There's but then it's like there's the domains that are like the story domains, like the unique ones you do in the like character quests and stuff, all have like unique aesthetics to them. There's a lot of like underground areas you can explore. There's like so many underground areas in Genshin. And each region has its own vibe to its underground areas. And like even within Natlan, like you can explore different underground areas in Natlan and they all look different. And there is so there's that. But even, just having all the regions having such different aesthetic. Also huge, I already read that, yeah. All the regions having like such different aesthetic to them, it's just like that is so good. And like when I say Inazuma's purple, like Inazuma is one of my favorite aesthetic regions. There was like no purple in this game except for the rushroom that I just cooked. There's like this game does not have purple in it. Purple isn't real, and it's just like why though? Like. Again, I don't mind it so much for Breath of the Wild. It's for Tears of the Kingdom where it's really egregious because, like, you could do so much cool stuff with the depths, and they just didn't do that. And it's really sad. I don't know. It feels depressing. Like, it's one of those games that just feels like they could have done so much more. The surface world is fine because the surface world just looks like Breath of the Wild surface world, which I like how the surface world looks in Breath of the Wild. But like they could have done so much with Tears aesthetically and just didn't. I mean, the Zelda stuff is cool. It's cool, I guess. But in terms of like, yay, trick shot. But in terms of like, general vibe, it's just not there for me. The depths are the most egregious. The Sky Islands, they're fine. Wish there was a little more variety, but they're mostly fine. The depths are just terrible for how samey they are. How large the area is and how samey it is. I mean, that's what I mean. It's like they didn't do that with like Genshin doesn't have like one large underground area. It's more just like there are underground areas that you can explore. But even like the caves in Tears all look the same. Whereas Genshin has like many caves and underground areas and stuff that all look very, very different. And if you want like a purely dark area, like a purely underground area, I guess, Inkanormiya. Inkanormiya is infinitely more aesthetically interesting than Tears than the Depths. But even then, I would not want a depth-sized map that looks like Inkanormiya. I would want variety. And it's like Inkanormiya is not that big, so it's fine. And then some of the underground areas aren't even underground, like the Ancient Sacred Mountain in Natlan. You'd think it would be underground, but it's not. It's just really cool. I don't know. It's funny because people didn't like how colorful Natlan was. They're like, it's the nation of war. I'm like, yeah, but it looks nice. I don't care that it looks like Mario 64 color palette. I'm like, I'm kidding, but like, you know what I mean. Is this memory number 1? Yeah, this is the one where they're riding horses. But you get me. I'm assuming that people know what I mean, but it's just like, it's this crazy thing where it's just like, I don't get enjoyment out of everything looking identical to each other. Oh yeah, that's Eldin. Is that Eldin Tower I'm seeing, or is that Libra Tower? It's probably Libra Tower that I'm seeing. But yeah, it's just kind of like, why, man? Why does everything feel so empty? And when there's like not a lot of incentive to explore. Also, the fact that there are like 120 light routes. Like, I get there are 120 shrines on the surface, so there's 120 light routes. I get that, but like, good lord, that gets annoying real fast. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of like, oh, it's a darkness gimmick. It's a darkness gimmick for an entire region. It's bad. The depths are really bad. I think the next logical progression is to let us explore underwater, make the whole ocean explorable, both the surface of the ocean and the underwater. Make it like islands. So make it like a spiritual successor to Wind Waker, but with underwater exploration as well. I think that would be probably the next logical step. But for the love of God, please give us aesthetic variety. But I mean, at the very least, it wouldn't be darkness gimmick. I don't mind having a darkness gimmick for like one. I don't mind having a darkness gimmick for like one area, but for the whole game, nah. Like the depths are like a third of the game, and it's not good. I don't know.
Oh.
It just really messed me up, man. And yeah, I did not like exploring the depths, and I just feel like whenever I decide to go 100% Tears, like I want to replay it, I want to start a new save, but I don't want to get all the light routes again, man. I still feel like I should 100% it, you know, for the sake of I kind of want 100% every Zelda game. My fear is that I can't 100% Majora's Mask because I suck at it. But with save states and rewind on NSO, I know that's cheating, but I don't really care because the many games in Majora's Mask are absolutely brutal. They're really hard, so I don't really care if I cheat in Majora's Mask mini games. That is like not something I'm particularly. I'm not going to be annoying about it, you know. I really like Majora's Mask, but the mini games are brutal. I mean, I also find just like the fact that I still haven't beat MM is just a testament to that game gives me crippling anxiety, and I wish it didn't. Because it's a cool game, but it gives me crippling anxiety. I think I probably will 100% Majora's Mask with save states and rewind on NSO. I just need a controller that works, and they keep not releasing the Vendo controller. Dude. But yes, I'm finally going to 100% Breath of the Wild. It is long overdue. The collision on this rock is dumb. But yeah, yeah, there's a tower over there, okay. But yeah. Hi back, I'm Mariah. I went on a rant about how the depths and Tears of the Kingdom suck. Uh-oh. It happened again. It happened again. Why does that keep happening? I'll explain in a second. Well, I can't really explain because I don't understand it, but there we go. So it's happened a couple times, and where it'll just go black for a second and then come back right away. It happened a couple times before, and I don't know why. My guess is it has something to do with how the Switch 2 rests in the dock, and maybe it is becoming undocked for a split second and then becoming redocked. That is my only guess. But I didn't see anything flash on the Switch 2 screen either, so I'm not really sure. No, because I'm using the HDMI cord that came with the Switch 2. I could try using a different one, but they recommend using the one that comes with it because it's more powerful or whatever. They want the like ultra high speed HDMI cord, and I don't have another one of those. So you're right. I suppose it could be the cord, but that's a fair. Maybe it's not connected to the dock well. I'll look into it later, but it's not a big deal. So it's not been that much of an issue really. So Okay, wait, okay, so I need to do this one. This one. This one. There we go. Yeah, that's actually a good point. It could be the HDMI cord, or it could be how it's connecting to the dock, or not connecting to the dock. Is there a chest in here? Or no? I feel like there would be. There's usually an optional chest, maybe. There is a platform down there, I've noticed. I could try gliding over there. Oh, yeah, there is indeed a chest. Oh, wow. Really? Is my inventory seriously full after that? It is. Okay. Let's use an actually good weapon now. But I'm using the HDMI cord that came with the console, so I don't actually know if I need the ultra high speed HDMI or whatever. Most HDMI are 2.0 or higher nowadays, including the one that came with your PS5. True, but I have them plugged into different ports, so I could try that one, but I don't want to have to replace it, you know. Or not replace it, but I mean, I don't want to have to switch between. I don't want to have to keep plugging and unplugging all of them you have. It should be one example. Yeah. It's just a matter of I don't want to keep I can probably the old one I had in there was just fine, but I just used the one because again, it's only happening occasionally, so I'm not really sure. It could also be it being like loose in the dock or something. That is also possible because it seems like it doesn't fit quite so snugly into the dock, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I have lots. I mean, they're probably some of them probably are older, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the ultra high speed shit. Like, I don't know what that is. I could have sworn I had more than 4 spirit orbs, or more than 5 spirit orbs, whatever. I guess I thought I had 6 already. I'm slightly losing my mind, I suppose. All right, so from here, okay. Doesn't really matter. HDMI cable's HDMI cable. Well, if it makes the Switch 2 run better, Nintendo's like, but it'll run better if you use the HDMI cable we give you. It's probably a scam. Let's be honest. It's probably a scam to get you to buy a new one from Nintendo if yours breaks. Nintendo, those damn scammers. We don't make anything run better, or maybe the display is better or faster. I don't know. I don't know what Nintendo said. I just know Nintendo wants you to use their cable. Maybe it makes the game look better, but I'm also not using a 4K TV, so it probably doesn't matter at all because any graphical boost I would get would be. I kind of don't want to get that tower because that tower is like the opposite direction of where I want to go right now. I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna scope it out though, so I don't make a mistake. It sounds like blast processing. It does nothing. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I figured it was bullshit. But again, if it would actually improve any sort of visual display, it probably doesn't matter because, again, this is not a 4K TV, so I'm not getting the optimal performance anyway. So it's really irrelevant. Yeah. Blast processing. How dare a corporation lie? Did I do Thunder Plateau? No, not till I have better armor. Oh, I heard Korok. Where Korok? Where is Korok? Over there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly what Nintendo said, but they're just being dumb. But still, I love you, Nintendo. Don't strike my video, thanks. I'm just being goofy. Dang it. I gotta appreciate the audio quality and how loud those maybe I should do Thunder Plateau, I don't know. I kinda don't wanna right now. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll come back later. I just wanna get the tower, honestly. I'm less concerned with shrines. I'll get shrines if they're convenient, but Thunder Plateau is not exactly convenient. You could totally just get a cheap cable from Target or Walmart. Yeah. I mean, I didn't spend extra money on the cable. The cable came with. If I can find where I put my old cable, I'll try switching it back next time. Whatever cable I had there before. Although I did not have any issues with it while doing the randomizer because I was using the same cable. While I had my laptop plugged in while I was doing the randomizer, and I didn't have any issues with that. So, that's why I'm thinking it's a dock issue. Maybe it's not plugged into the dock all the way or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't think the dock's broken or anything. I think there's just a loose wire somewhere, most likely. Actually, that's very likely because I have like the same issue with my N64, which is weird to say, but yeah, my N64 has a loose wire somewhere and will sometimes just randomly turn itself off. Dude. So, that is a thing. Dude, I'm trying to get over there. Also heard from iFixit that doing home repairs on Joy-Cons on the Switch 2 are more difficult. I mean, I wouldn't know how to do that regardless, so I'm not particularly, you know, that is not something that I would be savvy in either way. The thing is, I don't really use my Joy-Cons because I play in dock mode most of the time. I'm using a Switch 1 Pro controller right now. I did not even get a Switch 2 Pro controller. It's so not worth it for me. At right now, at the moment. If this, I did have, but it's actually funny because I had a Pro controller that drifted. My first Pro controller drifted. Actually, no, I don't remember if it was drift or if it was the A button not working. Or the B button. It was one of the buttons. I don't think it was drift. I think it was one of the buttons that stopped working. But I know that Pro controllers can drift. I've heard of it happening. Also, apparently PS5 controllers can drift because yours drifted. And, but only while playing Genshin for some reason. But, remember one of the things at the top of iFixit's website is tools to replace Joy-Con analog stick? I'd probably screw it up if I tried that myself regardless, but again, I just think it's like anything can drift. I had a Wii nunchuck drift before, like actually. I guess the difference is that Wii nunchucks are like $10, and buying a Joy-Con is like $80. Okay, individual Joy-Cons are not. I don't know, but still. personally, I just like I said, I don't really use my Joy-Cons. I did like at some point I will probably get new Switch 1 Joy-Cons. I'm actually waiting to get new Switch 1 Joy-Cons until they drop in price because I'm assuming that now that the Switch 2, once the Switch 2 is out for a little bit, the Switch 1 Joy-Cons might drop in price. Okay, where is Heber Tower? I need to go to Heber Tower. It would be this direction, yes. Now, is the tower like this way or? Yeah, I don't really know, honestly. I'm just gonna get this shrine. Remember OG Xbox sticks would drift, and you'd have to hold the wire a certain way, or the console would stop recognizing the controller. Oh boy! So actually, funny story. So when I was a kid, we did not have cable, right? We had normal ass TV antenna, and we lived in a river valley, so we did not get stations through the antenna very well, and we didn't have one of those outdoor. We were inside an apartment. We didn't have one of the outdoor antennas, but we had this antenna that the like antenna box with the wire, and anyway, so. Funny story. So where's the support active exactly? I thought it would be here. Oh dear. I'm gonna die. I'll take his weapon. I guess he's considerably less dangerous because he can no longer kill me, but I should probably still, we can no longer hit me with weapon. I should probably still heal. I'll tell the rest of the story in a second here. Okay, now we equip the weapon. There we go. Nice. So with this antenna, the like indoor, the little box with the wire sticking down, right? We could only get 3 stations: NBC, CBS, and MeTV. MeTV was a station that played reruns of old shows. Anyway, so there's Heber Tower. Let me scope that out real quick. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do scope. I forget how to do. Oh, that's how you do scope. I'm bad. Yeah, okay. But funny. But I mean, yeah, it's a funny story. But oh, there's another one. But NBC didn't come in very well always. CBS came in better than NBC. And because of this, we, when we would try to watch the Olympics on NBC, if you held the antenna wire a certain way, it would come in better. So one of us would just go stand by the antenna wire and hold it. Now that's growing up poor. I'm kidding. I didn't grow up. I wasn't that poor, but my family was cheap. They were cheap. They were poor, but they were cheap because they're the kind of poor people who don't try to better their situation. They just stay poor and stay cheap. If that makes any sort of sense. Oh, this shrine. I don't like this shrine's annoying. like it's like cheaper is not always cheaper in the cheaper in the short term is not always cheaper in the long term. If you know what I mean. Oh no, this isn't even the shrine I was thinking of. This one's probably fine. So it's like an idea of, okay, we won't get Wi-Fi because our computer's too old to use Wi-Fi. When my mom worked from home on the computer, like that kind of cheap. It's like, no, it would be a lot more cost effective if you would invest in the Wi-Fi and then actually be able to like work more. I don't know. Dude. I guess it was more my mom that was cheap. I don't know. But yeah, they were just cheap. But basically, my dad is like definitely undiagnosed autistic. And he's like, he has the like, I cannot talk to strangers kind of autism. And oh. So you can imagine how difficult job interviews are for those type of people, right? So he couldn't really find a job in his field. And he also had tons of debt because his master's program kept getting all screwy. I forget who his master's or whatever the next level above master's is. But the professor, they kept changing professors and stuff, so he was in school for a really long time trying to finish a degree, and it just didn't pan out in the end. So it was like, it was one of those situations where there was a lot of debt from a degree that never even materialized. But so because he did that and because he couldn't find full-time work, and then my mom was working from home because she was desperate to homeschool me. That's the other issue I have. It's like, you shouldn't be homeschooling if you can't afford to homeschool. And my mom could not afford to homeschool. That's the issue. She was trying to act above her means while also being cheap as fuck. Yeah, that's a pretty funny story. I mean, I guess we weren't poor because we had people who were like, I'm not gonna say my parents were leeches because like, hold on. I get that's just how churches are. People get free stuff from church people all the time. Because they definitely worked hard. My dad had three part-time jobs at one point, and but like my mom shouldn't have been homeschooling. That's all. Hold on. Can I like? Okay. Weird. Yeah, so there's just no way to get up there like that. Hold on. Let's try this, I guess. So it's sort of being witchy because you could have had a different lifestyle if you made smarter decisions. There we go. I don't know why I just went on a rant about that, but But I do have a lot of funny stories as a result of it, so I guess it's not all bad. I mean, I used to think KFC was fancy, but well, not fancy, but okay. I thought Olive Garden was fancy when I was a kid. I actually thought Olive Garden was fancy. I thought Golden Corral was fancy. You didn't think it was fancy as a kid, but you thought Applebee's was. So you're literally just the guy from the song. Walker Hayes was onto something. Yeah, exactly. Walker Hayes. That's funny. Oops. Rick Shield, I guess. But like, you're not wrong though. I never really went to Applebee's as a kid, but I did think Olive Garden was fancy. I need buffet, exactly. As buffet, as I said, I thought Golden Corral was fancy, so there's that. Uh-oh. He despawned. I wanted to ride the bear. Well, anyway, you remember gorging on shrimp at Golden Corral? Well, thank you for this subscription. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what else I've, I had therapy appointments when I was 11, and every week after therapy we would get McDonald's, and once a month we would get KFC. So I thought KFC was fancier than McDonald's, even though KFC is actually kind of cheaper than McDonald's. But when I ate at McDonald's, I was like an extremely picky child, and I ate like, undiagnosed autistic, extremely picky child, and I ate like a salad, which was literally a side salad that McDonald's had in 2013, was literally lettuce and usually overripe cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, usually overripe grape tomatoes, and that was the only ingredients in the salad. And And they also had I'm gonna go down here because why not? They also had other this really good Newman's Own Italian dressing packets that would come with it, which is why I liked this salad because of the dressing, which is the only reason to eat salad. Let's be honest. Yeah, and I would have fries. I would eat fries, and that was it. And I would have those like $1 ice. They used to have like those $1 ice creams at McDonald's. I don't know if they still have them. Hold on. You don't remember what else you remember arguing with other bandmates about the 2012 Mayan calendar stuff because you never bought into it. I was so picky as a little child, I wouldn't even eat buns on a burger until I was 8 or 9. I'd just eat the patty with nothing on it. And then I evolved into eating with buns, then with cheese, then with bacon, then sometimes with mushrooms, and sometimes with grilled onions, and that's it. I only eat burgers with like plain bun, no cheese, dill pickles, and either caramelized onion if it's available. If it's not available, then just the pickles, and either barbecue sauce or mayo, but only a small amount of mayo. I can't have too much mayo. Too much mayo is bad. I don't like ketchup, so But the really funny part, I remember I also recall eating well, I'm dead. Caramelized onions are delicious, but hardly any place has those. Yeah, I mean they don't have them that often here either. I just when it's available I eat them. But anyways, but yeah, what was the other one? Trying to think of what other dumb shit I did as a kid. I think when I was told that when I was like very young, like 3, I pretty much only ate like crackers, yogurt, and fruit for a year. It's not that far off what I eat now. I'm kidding. I do eat more than those 3 things. I don't even eat yogurt that much. Yogurt is weird. Yogurt is a not always safe food for me. It really depends on my mood. But yeah. I tried jumping. Let's eat 6 burger patties without buns. So also, I didn't eat meat as a kid. The only meat I ate as a kid was turkey, like lunch meat turkey, like turkey lunch meat, right? I hated normal turkey, although I didn't know I hated normal turkey because my mom would make turkey meatloaf and stuff, and it was gross. But I hated it because, well, I didn't know what meatloaf was, or that it's not supposed to be made with turkey. I'm kidding. I understand people who don't eat turkey or don't eat pork and beef because my mom didn't eat pork and beef, right? So she would eat chicken, turkey, and chicken, turkey, and fish, and that was it. That's all she would eat. And not like shellfish. We never ate shellfish. 1, because it's expensive, and 2, because no one in my family likes shellfish. And I still don't like shellfish. Also, I will never eat lobster because the idea of them being boiled alive is very disturbing to me. However, my uncle, who's fucking vegetarian, well, he's not vegetarian because he eats fish, right? He's pescatarian. And he's like, I like lobster. I'm like, you're worried about the baby pigs and the baby cows, but you eat lobster. That's literally boiled alive. What hypocrisy. Insert the one Bible verse about shellfish. No, that wasn't why. No, my dad doesn't like shellfish. My mom only ate like whitefish, salmon, and like beef. Or she wouldn't even eat beef. She would eat like chicken, turkey, whitefish, salmon, and like that was it. So Those are the only things that she ate. The reason for that was because she lived with my aunt for a year. Yes, you can. You just have to be good at the game. So my aunt's a vegetarian. My aunt's been a vegetarian most of her life, right? So my mom lived with my aunt for a year. Especially when you're gliding, you can just kind of like. I'm probably dead though. I'm gonna save. We can also abuse saves so that if we die, we respawn and they can run for it. Yeah, like there. I'm gonna die. But anyway, so she wouldn't eat any. So basically, she went to a Christian college that was in. I guess it sets me back here if I say about that. So it's kind of not great, but hey, it's something, perhaps. She went to a Christian college that didn't really offer many vegetarian options in the 80s. So, now we can abuse invulnerability frames. And just weave in between these pillars. So, power stage coming, yes, true. But anyway, so, but I would eat turkey, like, on sandwiches, like lunch meat, right? Also, turkey lunch meat is the only kind of turkey I like now. But, I didn't know it was meat. So, because I was, like, 4. And I asked my mom what turkey was made of, and she's like, and I'm like, well, it's not the bird. Uh-oh, blood moon. Good thing I didn't kill any of those guys. Oh, hey. You can remember when you finally learned where meat came from? Yeah. But the other thing was, okay, only 4 more till max stamina then. But I remember, so my Subway order evolved from turkey and American cheese, which is really funny because I don't even like cheese now. I don't like American cheese. I like certain cheeses, but I don't like American cheese. As an adult, I think American cheese is kind of gross. My light keeps doing this. You were horrified when you moved on from it? Like, when you found out the sun will explode in a few billion years? How does that affect? It literally does not affect you. If it's in a few billion years, then who cares, right? Were you afraid it was going to happen sooner than a few billion years? Or you're just having existential dread about the future of humanity in 5 billion years? With existential dread? Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I have enough things to worry about in my current life and in the current world. I do not need to be worrying about things that will not affect me or anyone I know. Oh yeah, I was fascinated with. I had a space phase as a kid too. Is that just like an autistic rite of passage, having a space phase? But yeah, I mean, I do remember one time I had a panic attack because I thought that the moon had disappeared, which is really stupid because that's not how the moon works. It doesn't just disappear. Oh yeah, Wall-E freaked me out too. I too was scared of the planet becoming overrun with trash. I literally had like a phobia of trash, which is really weird. Whoever made the cake with custom figures of Wall-E and Eva, that's so nice. I love that. But I had like a phobia of trash, which was combined with me learning about the environment. It was a combination of me learning about the environment, learning about landfills and how they were filling up, watching Toy Story 3's incinerator scene, watching Star Wars' trash compactor scene, and watching Wall-E. And these things combined to give me a phobia of trash when I was a child. And I would time, this is like the most autistic thing ever. But I would time when the garbage trucks would come so I wouldn't have to be outside and smell it. I was scared of smelling trash. Smelling it and touching it. But only if it was like food trash. If it was like bathroom trash, it was fine. So, that was my weird little phobia as a child. Well, I had more than one, but that was one of them. Uh-oh, I might be screwed here. Might be cooked. I'm cooked. We know trash. We know clean don't last. Never last. When we load trash, we upload trash. Face trash. Trash regrets trash. It's a good thing Jeff's song trash wasn't a thing back then. That was close. Filmed that album, Bottomless Pit, is really grimy. The album gave us lines like, I jizz snowman and I'll fuck you in half. That's pretty funny. It's still not as funny as the Muse lyrics. The bad Muse lyrics that you told me on screen before. Those were very funny. But those two are pretty funny too. It was like the It was like stretch it like a birth squeeze was one of them. And then I forget what all of them were, but there were a lot. But also Porcupine Tree's Xbox is a god to me. It was the combination of stretch it like it's a birth squeeze and Xbox is a god to me that made me lose it on stream that one time. I don't even remember what I wish I could remember what I was streaming when that happened. Probably Genshin or something. And I'm just losing my mind laughing over those two lyrics combined. I've played in every toilet and brainwashing our children to be mean. That's good. As to be a response to your name is fuck. I don't remember, like, come on, your name is fuck is just a fact of life at this point. Like, we should all acknowledge that your name is fuck, my name is fuck, all of our names are fuck. We are all fuck. Okay, maybe I'm not fuck because I'm asexual. I'm anti-fuck. What? Hello? Why did the Guardian music start and then stop immediately? What? Also, I'm going the wrong way, but I'm going up here because I want to climb up here. It's easier to climb this way. I should probably climb this side of the thing, right? Yeah. And now we got just show me an ocean and I'll fart as it boils, but this one we have actual context for, and the context is about climate change. I mean, I get it, but like, what a way to phrase that. I get that it's a metaphor, but like, pay attention, motherfuckers, to climate change or to something else? What is it that we're paying attention to? It's about a baby who needs attention? Oh, okay. So birthing is in a literal sense here. But is it being stretched like a birth squeeze? Also, the three genders. So the three genders are I am the tower, I am all of me, and I am the walrus goo 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 goo. I guess there's also I am the Eggman, I am the Eggman, I am the Eggman, I am the walrus goo 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 goo. I am the table. Oh yeah, that's the fourth gender. The fourth gender is I am the table. It's from the perspective of a baby being born. So it's that one AJR song, but good. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, I think the table's a good one. Somebody should make a meme where it's like Jeopardy, or not Jeopardy, but whatever that, like multiple choice. It's like 4 choices. Whatever that game show is, I don't know. But it's like, the 4 choices are, I am a tower, I am the table, I am all of me, and I am the walrus Scooby-Doo. And this bit from Merge. I love you, mommy. This bit. Rapid drum machine noises. And this is how the song opens. Oh my, or this is how. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's funny. There should also be a fifth option for I think, therefore I am. I should have probably gone to that shrine, but I'll come back later. I don't think, therefore I don't am. What about, let's make it worse. I don't think, therefore I don't are. There's also Ariana Grande, now that I've become who I really are. Which is only a couple lines after I only want to die alive. Also, there's a song on the new album called Red Yellow that straight up sounds like Danny Elfman's song for a Tim Burton movie on the Swans album. Interesting. This is as deep as I am willing to go into Hebra, just to get the tower and leave. Shortest song on the album, 6:51. Oh, that's like almost a normal song length. Other song is 10 minutes, yeah. I just simply I do not have the attention span for this. Oh yeah, I have a fire rod, don't I? Uh-oh. Well, so much for that, I suppose. Looking to be hypnotic, they use repetition, sometimes able to slam a single note into your ears for several minutes at a time. I still think I went and did other things while we were listening to Be Kind. I mean, I was listening to it the whole time, but I mean, I wasn't just sitting there listening to it. I completed nothing but listen to the entire 3 hours of the new live album. Well, you are a stronger person than I am. Hmm. I have to think if I would listen to a 3-hour Tom York album uninterrupted. If Tom York ever made a 3-hour album. He does not strike me as the kind of person who would make an album that long or even have something. Well, I don't know. I just, as a mental exercise. That reminds me, I need to listen to that new Tom York collaboration album. Oh, I think I get it. I mean, to be honest, I can probably just kind of cheese this with Stasis, right? No. I was trying to Stasis it before it. So it's tricky because I have to do it while it's rolling down, but before it. There we go. Wait, the chest though. Where's the chest? I didn't get the chest. I don't even see it. Oh, it's over there. Okay. How am I gonna get that? Just by being very fast. Well, that's not going to work. Okay, my cheese strategy was not sustainable. I'm still gonna cheese it. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I guess I should have brought some of these metal blocks up here, but like, what if I'm just really fast? Ah, come on. Dang it. Okay, fine, I'll be boring. I just wanted to use my cheese strategy. I mean, I can still use the Chief strategy, but you know what I mean. Wait, no. I know specifically Radiohead that tries to avoid access, but that's kind of there with Tom Solo stuff. Solo Tom can go on for slightly longer than average Radiohead. Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily want Tom to make a 3-hour album, but that would be funny. Although, to be fair, he releases enough music in a year. Okay, it was definitely worth getting that chest. To be fair, he releases enough music in a year that it's 3 albums worth, right? Compilation, yeah. I mean, we got 2 Smile albums in a whole year. But all's been quiet. We're almost halfway through the year, and all's been quiet in terms of new Smile music. So who knows? Maybe the Smile is burnt out. They're not smiling so much. Or maybe this means LP10 is happening. And also, people are still mad at Tom for speaking the truth about certain things that I will not elaborate on at the moment. But I really hope it means LP10 is happening. Although at this point, the Smile is Radiohead, so I don't really know what I would even hope for from a Radiohead album at this point. Dude, where's my weapon? What happened to my weapon? I don't know, but... People were like mad. People still bitching about wanting Radiohead to come back, and they're mad that Smile exists or whatever. Those people need to get over themselves. But I like the Smile a lot. I'm a big Smile fan. Oh, Staunox. And a deer. Hold on. Okay, well, the deer's gone. I guess it doesn't count as getting a picture of it if it's not actually alive. Whatever, then. Is that a place? Well, that's good for him. I'm happy, but I just don't know what we're... Okay, so I gotta fill in this region here. If he's happy, then I'm happy with it, you know? People are just so demanding for no reason. All I'm gonna say is that I hate people who are not willing to criticize justice movements. Okay, that's pretty funny. Because I saw people in response on Reddit saying he was playing both sides and like being stupid about it. And I'm like, because he criticized the online movement, and I'm like, he should have criticized the online movement. I'm also curious to see what direction Swans goes with, since Birthing Celeste big sound album. You wonder if you get more songs like The Merge. Yeah. But it's like, no, you have to be able to criticize. Because yeah, the online movement is a mess and it's terrible. And you can tell why, because there are people saying shit like, that post I sent you the other day. And it's just like, it's so messed up. This is why the online movement is a mess. So Tom was absolutely right to call them out. That is all I will say on that matter, because my brain hurts already. I mean, my brain hurts from the things happening in the US. I can't even think about things happening in other countries right now. Unfortunately, we're about to run out of speed food, and we'll be back to being boring and slow. I do have to work tomorrow. Okay, I guess the tower's over there. I'm dead. I should save, because I don't know where the last autosave put me. I don't care if I ruined this shield. This was like a cheap shield. Yeah, it's a trash shield. Oh yeah, I think the lotus seeds make you go fast too. If you cut them. I mean, it does, I'm sure. Oh, I got a frog. Cool, I guess. Okay, where's the tower? I do see it. It's all the way over there. Is that even the tower we want? Yeah, probably. Yeah, because that's not the Elden one. It's a different one. Cool. Yeah, this sword is pretty darn cool. You can just kind of do this. Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about tiers is that you can't just get cool weapons. They're all like damaged, and you have to like fuse them with stuff to get good weapons. It's just like, I want cool base weapons. I don't want to fuse them. I mean, I don't mind fusing them, but I want them to have cool base weapons. Real ancient labyrinths, interesting. Well, I'm going to leave now because I don't want to deal with those guys. I'm probably going to end stream after I get this tower because I need to work tomorrow. And I work at 9 instead of 10, so I gotta actually go to bed before 3 o'clock, ideally. Because I have to be up at 8, so it's like I would like to try to be in bed, you know, earlier than... Okay, there's a shrine somewhere. I'll get the shrine, unless it's like really obscure. But yeah, I don't have a shield anymore. Probably. Okay, I only have these guardian shields, I guess. Don't know how durable they are though. I think they're pretty durable. I think the guardian shield's pretty durable, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong though. Are we ever do an album listening party again? At some point, you want to play Birthday? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I still haven't heard this. Sorry, this is off topic, but this just reminded me. I still haven't heard from Memoria. I'm kind of worried. Zolta Wall Shrine. Yeah, like I messaged her like 2 weeks ago, being like, "Hey, are you alive?" and got no response. So. Kind of concerning, honestly. Low-key. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so we gotta get this orb. Oh. Aha. I mean, just people are gonna die. I mean, she's probably fine, but like, people died during civil rights too. This is just gonna be that, but this is just gonna be the 60s. But immigrants and queer people. So no, it won't be the end of the United States or anything, but people are gonna die. Fuck. Sorry, I'm just really depressed right now. Frick. I'm not trying to be a doom buster, but I'm bad. It's good to see how many people are, against it, but also confusing. Confusing because if this many people were against it, why didn't they vote against it? Why didn't they use their brains during the election season? Dude, I'm gonna fall. But I guess people can change their mind, which is a good thing. Just wish they could have been smart last year. And it's just like in this day and age, it's just all your friends are like faceless people on the internet. I mean, they're not all faceless, but like, it's a lot of faceless people on the internet. And it's like, I don't know. If something happened to any of my internet friends, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have any way of knowing. Unless I happen to know someone they were close to. Like, I have an internet friend who, like, I know their boyfriend. Well, not well, but I mean, I know their boyfriend's sober and stuff. So, like, if something happened to them, I would know from their boyfriend. But, like, in most cases, I just wouldn't have any way to know if anything happened to my internet friends, and that's really scary. I mean, I guess in a case where I know their full name, I could look it up. But, like, in a case where I don't know their full name, it's like, I know someone by a username and they have an image of a K-pop idol or something in their profile picture, and I have no way of like knowing who that person is IRL. Like, it's really scary. And oh no you don't. Oh no you don't. Oh no you don't. Ow. Did any of these guys drop a weapon? Because I don't have a weapon. It's just like I was reading about. I mean, I was taking U.S. history and I was learning about civil rights and all that. So like, and how messed up things were, you know, to get to a point where they were having all the civil rights stuff, and you know, a lot of really terrible things happened, but it didn't spell the end of the country, and good, there was good that came out of it, but it's still just distressing to think that I could be living in a time like that where people in communities that I care about are in danger. And I don't know. I should say. I know I shouldn't talk about this stuff. I don't like talking about this stuff, but I'm dead. I'm dead. No. Dude, I can't aim. Okay, there we go. Oh, hey, core drop. Nice. Where is it? Hell yeah. That was perfect. Yeah, sorry I went off on that tangent. I apologize. My mental health isn't very good. Okay, that guy is actually dead. Alright. My mental health isn't good and I wish it was better. Oh, there's a shrine. Where's there a shrine? Well, it didn't work, but... Dude, I can't parry! Dude, I only have 2 shields left. Dude, can I, like... I'm gonna have to go for... Does electricity do anything to them now? We're gonna have to go for, like... I'm running out of arrows. These guys don't drop weapons either, so it's not like I'm getting a return on my investment here. Wait, there's another one? Oh, well, that one's dead. Okay. Okay. Yeah, where's that shrine? I don't... Okay, I'll worry about the shrine later. Let's just get this tower. Tower, tower, tower.
Whoa!
Okay. Alright, that leaves us with only $2 left, so that's good. Alright. So from here, it's only these two northeast regions that remain. All right. Well, that's not what I want to do. That's pretty interesting to see, though. So all the places I've been. It's nice having a controller with a battery life of more than 5 hours. All right. Well, I will see you tomorrow. Will I do another randomizer tomorrow to redeem myself? We'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling. If I'm still in a really bad mood, then probably not, because frick. Probably not, because, but I'll see what mood I'm in. Good night.